Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Got something new today, a new kind of collab, and it's called a travel box, a traveling polish box. So Ginger Sparks with Gels and Gems Nails contacted me, Jenny with LaShenny 21 Nails, and Francis with Dolfanchick Nails, and asked us if we would like to do a collab with a traveling box. So what that involved is she picked a plate and polish, and she just gave these to me. She just included these cute little cabochons and this beautiful glitter, and then we were required to use the China Glaze Turn Up the Turquoise, the Lavender Sweet Hook, and the Pure Ice Watch Me Go. And then we could do anything else we wanted to do as long as we use that plate, those three polishes. So I'm going to show you what I did. I used my Copper Haired Girl, Heart of Gold, So Metal, and I didn't end up using the Moira, so put that up. And I used some Bundle Monster foil glue, my Bundle Monster stamper, and I also used my Edgeibus stamper to pick up an image to set aside and, you know, color in and make a little decal. But I started off with the foil glue on my finger and let that set up for a few minutes, and then I took this gorgeous hollow glitter and sprinkled that on my finger, kind of pushed it in the foil glue with my silicone tool, and then I just took my finger and rubbed it in so that the glitters were smooth and kind of laying, you know, against each other instead of all on top of each other. I have a problem with texture. I don't like anything bumpy. And I set it all in with HK Girl from Glisten and Glow. And I really could have packed this in a little tighter and got a little bit of a different look, but I really liked this. And then I just removed the liquid latex. Thank you, Tinkerbell. And all the fallout glitter on my hand. Then I took my lint roller and just picked it up off my hand and off my mat. Cleaned up around the edge of my finger a little bit. And I also used some acetone on a brush. And I usually put a few drops of cuticle oil on my mat, and every time I clean up around my fingers, I put a little bit on my brush with acetone so I don't dry out my cuticles so bad. So over this sparkly Watch Me Go, I wanted to use all three colors, and I really wished I would have put the silver on last. And I would have done the other two ends with the copper and the gold. You'll see what I mean. It turned out fine. I used my silicone tool to pick up the excess that I didn't want on my nail, and made like a little arrow pointing to the center at my cuticle. And then I took the copper and made another one running the other way. Same thing, cleaned up with my silicone tool. You can also use tape or however you do it, a lint roller, but I'm out of control with that stuff. I don't know, I just have more control this way. And put this on the tip, also pointed to the center. And this is what I mean, I wish I would have put the silver one on top in the middle, since they overlap just a tad. Cleanup was super easy. Boom. And this image, I wanted all three colors, but I didn't want to do them one at a time. So I thought I'd show you a way you can do that. Just scrape once though. And then I messed up and used the copper that dries too fast first. So this time I'm putting it last because it dries the fastest. one scrape so they don't blend together. And I did have my nails painted with HK Girl with the quick dry top coat, so I did have to go in with some sticky base coat so that the stamps would stick, because the Glisten and Glow is really, if it's really dry, your stamping isn't going to stick very well, and that's just a heartbreak. And then I went in, I wished I would have used the little diamonds next to that instead of these, but you know, you live, you learn. It still looked cute. And I made a little decal to put on, and I really should have used, now that I'm watching it back and doing this voiceover, I should have used the Sweet Hook. I should have used the purple on that instead of the turquoise, but you know, once again, as I'm watching it back, and I went ahead and used matte on my pinky, index, and thumb. Thought they looked really good that way. And here are some my finished mani, and I will now be packing this stuff up and sending it back to Ginger with my mani that I picked a plate of mine and polishes of mine that I want them to use, and then I can make up my own rules. Oh, you guys are gonna have to like stand on your head or stamp one-handed or something. I'm gonna make some crazy rule for you. No, I won't. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give us a thumbs up, give us some comments if you liked it, if you didn't like it. Subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye. What you doing, sweet girl? She's got a tumor that's popped up on her paw now, and one on her lip, and there's one behind her leg. So she's not doing very good. Oh my gosh, and then there's the fat dog. What you doing, Sammers? Him just popped down at my feet. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's got a huge tumor on him. It's not fair. They don't deserve to be sick, ever. You come in here to be with the girl. Ow, ow. You come in to be with the girls. We don't have no food in here. We're just chilling and doing our nails. He's a good boy. What are you doing in here? We ain't got no food. Oh my goodness, he's gonna lay in here. He's never done this before. Tink don't care, she's asleep.